Ronell Nolan, President, CEO, Health Agents for America, coming to you live this Monday after a fantastic HAFA Agent Summit last week. The summit takes a year to prepare. From the end of the last summit to the beginning of this summit, it's a year. It is a task. There's a lot of people, a lot of pieces, a lot of parts, and without the team that you saw running around the summit, it wouldn't have been successful. It just wouldn't have. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody that was involved in the summit, that helped, and those that attended and participated. It appeared, and from what I heard, everyone had a fantastic time. So starting the conference with Senator Bill Cassidy that flew in from Washington, D.C., that addressed the crowd, and we want to thank him from the bottom of our heart. We give him our full support. I give him my full support. And then with the Mardi Gras Indians starting our conference officially. The Mardi Gras Indians, if you were not there, you'll see in some of the reels on social media. But they are a group that do not perform everywhere. It's very special that they perform at any event. Their costumes are elaborate. They are sewed by the gentlemen only, not the ladies. They tell the story of the history of their families. They're passed down from generation to generation. And it was funny because I was talking to a few of them afterwards and said, this has been a bucket list to have you guys perform at one of my events. And one of them said, well, you can check that off your bucket list. And it's true. It really is. Now, after the Indians, you saw the second line brass band come in, and all the members that got involved in the second line parade and swung their handkerchiefs over their heads. And after seeing the reels and seeing the videos, it was so cool to see everybody involved. When you're there and you'll see they allowed me to be the Grand Marshal, which is something that's also a huge honor. And so I was at the beginning of the parade and didn't get to see all the folks that were involved, but watching the video afterwards, it was so much fun to see everybody involved and in the parade. We had fantastic speakers. We had amazing sponsor partners. I always say we keep getting better and better and better, and I believe we do keep getting better and better and better. When I finished on Friday, I crashed. I almost crashed for 48 hours. It was pretty much couple of getting up out of the bed and going to church, and other than that, I was crashed. I was exhausted. But Saturday morning, I woke up to read some emails, some texts, some Facebook messages, talking about how much they enjoyed the speakers, how much they enjoyed being involved in the conference, how they appreciated that we were different. And I've always said that we're different. We're not like everybody else. We don't try to be like everybody else. We look different. We act different. We speak different languages. We're just different. And then to have the honor of CMS being there, that was another thing that people were really impressed. But Saturday morning, I cried all morning long, because when you prepare for something that takes a year and people sincerely appreciate it, and you get such positive feedback, it just blessed me. It really blessed me. And I want to thank you for going. If you didn't come, please look for 2026. And we're going to attempt to be even bigger and better than this year. But thank you to everyone that came last week, everyone that participated, the staff, the volunteers, the HAFA board, everybody that stepped up to help. We raised more money than we have in the past for the PAC, and we'll talk about that separately when we get a full total for you guys. And remember that you can always give to the PAC at any time. That's totally separate than HAFA. That is our HAFA PAC. If you were at the conference, you know we announced that 2026 will be in Washington, D.C. at the Fairmont in Georgetown. And we'll do what we did 2 years ago, where we'll fly in on Monday. We'll do hill visits Tuesday and Wednesday for those that would like to participate. And then the conference will start Wednesday night with a reception, so like we always do. But if you want to go on the Hill and you want to be part of what I always talk about, walking the hill, walking the floors of Capitol Hill and being involved, then you need to start thinking about that. And we'll start promoting the conference this week. To be perfectly honest, we'll start ASAP because we have to. But we've already signed contracts. We're already ready to go to the Fairmont. Now, life doesn't stop because I finished a summit that took a year to get us there. Tomorrow I fly to New York City. As you know, I talk about all the time that New York does not think that insurance agents should be paid a fair commission. And most recently, they cut the commission on an essential plan that is for folks that are above Medicaid, but still in that working lower income sector. They've decided insurance agents, you do not need to be paid. We have an agent that speaks Russian. We have a Russian community in New York. They don't deserve to have an agent that speaks Russian to help them. So who's going to help them? Or are we, again, supposed to work for free? And I am calling out New York, and I am calling out New York agents to get involved. We will be having a meeting on Wednesday with agents and some of the assemblymen that are getting involved, that care about agents and brokers and believe that they need to be paid also. So life has not stopped. Life is busy. My mother keeps saying I'm burning the candle at each end. I keep telling you I will not stop until things are righted, the wrongs are righted, that we are paid a fair wage. For all those that are worried about the Medicare commissions, I'm on that. Know that that is not out of my mind, ever out of my mind. As you learn things, let me know. It takes a village. Know that I can't know everything. I can't read everything. But we have a fantastic board that was elected this agent summit that will go into effect January, that you're going to see great things. Our board is always fantastic, always great, but we've added more folks, added more positions, and it's going to be better than ever. So excited to be a part of HAFA Summit and HAFA agents, our bulldogs. And remember, this bulldog has a lot to say, but I do bite, and I do have a TikTok Tuesday. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.